Time now for some Southern Fried Sports reporting on the Matt and Todd Show with Big Matt and Diamond Dean.
Good evening, everybody. What's going on? It's Big Matt and Diamond Dean. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. How's your week been, Diamond Dean?
Been pretty good. Rain finally stopped, and then the wind, guys, got up to 20 miles an hour.
I know, about blowed my gown up today. Yeah. I had to tie it down tight.
It was pretty bad. Actually, an advisory.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. And we got a lot of rain, though. A lot of rain.
Work going pretty well?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm just tired. I don't know why. I'm not really working hard, but
had a tough day today. Had a lot of stuff to put up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff come in.
Sock day.
No, it'll be rotors.
Oh, rotors.
Yeah, or about 200 of them. They weigh about 40 to 50 pounds a piece. So after that,
a rotor weighs 40 or 50 pounds a piece?
Yeah, sometimes they do. Some of them are 10, 20, 10, 15 pounds.
I didn't know that.
So you lift 150 of them. You don't need to go to the gym today. But if you do, see my guy, Jonathan Kendrick.
Right.
Warrior Gym. Membership's low $15 a month, 10 and best $25.
I'm going to go by there at some point.
Yeah, we're going to have to get you ready. We've got an idea that we're going to surprise some people with. Us three, Dr. Decker and here, we've talked about this. We're going to start getting in shape for you guys come spring. So we're going to go whip Diamond Dean into some shape.
Yeah.
And
I haven't worked out since I was 17.
We're gonna have something for y'all guys. It's gonna be good. It'll be coming up pretty soon.
Weeks, yeah.
We got something going on. Just storm around my stupid little head.
It's fine.
So Diamond Dean has took himself in to do a SEC bracket, kind of his Diamond Dean bracketology, what he's got, and I would probably say that it would be pretty accurate.
It's going to be close. I got a little twist in there, but now obviously, and I meant to tell you this earlier, this isn't set in stone, but
no.
According to experts, I'm talking about just even the setup for the bracket.
Yeah.
They play. Obviously, y'all know we shoot this on Friday,
and probably Wednesday.
They start Wednesday, but there's one more group of games tomorrow, and it could change some things up. But here's what the experts, how they say the bracket's going to be, and I went on and picked these games. All right, on Wednesday when it starts, got Ole Miss versus Georgia and Missouri versus Vandy.
Mm-hmm. How you liking those?
Well, I got Georgia beating Ole Miss.
Okay.
That's a 12 and 13 seed, and then Missouri beating Vandy. Then Thursday, and you might not like this, a lot of people might not like this, Tennessee and Alabama. And I got to lean towards Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean,
Alabama's shooting themselves out of games, and
I'm a fan, but I'm not a fanatic for. You just have to be honest. Look, they're just not real good, man.
No, they're not. And Tennessee is playing good, so I'm going to take Tennessee over Alabama on that Thursday. And then Mississippi State and Georgia, I'm calling upset there, and I'm going to give Georgia the nod. Georgia does have one of the best players in the country, in Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
So that'll be an upset, but I'm going to give you got to pick some upsets. You can't just pick chalk. All right, Texas A&M and Arkansas also play Thursday. Got an upset pick there, Arkansas. Then South Carolina and Missouri. I'm going to pick South Carolina over Missouri. So that's going to lead into Friday with Kentucky and Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, LSU, Arkansas, Auburn, and South Carolina. All right, Kentucky, Tennessee. We obviously know what happened the other night, man. Tennessee come back from 17 down.
Kentucky just let that get away.
I don't think that'll happen again.
No, I agree.
Okay, so I'm going to pick Kentucky in that. I'm saying Florida's Cinderella run is going to end against Georgia's Cinderella run is going to end against Florida. LSU beats Arkansas, and Auburn takes down South Carolina. Now that'll leave Saturday, Kentucky versus Florida, Auburn versus LSU. I'm going to pick Kentucky over Florida. They played them twice, earlier this year. They play them tomorrow, actually, and they haven't had a lot of trouble with them. It's been good games, but Kentucky just seems better. Mm-hmm. And I got LSU upsetting Auburn.
Okay.
I got LSU upsetting Auburn. Auburn's been playing.
I know. I don't know what's going on. I watched them. Who they played was Mississippi State.
Was it A&M?
A&M. I mean, the burgundy color threw me off. I could see the color in my hand. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It's just they've not shot well lately.
Yeah, and usually they would bring the ball down. They're usually down on the top,
right,
pass to the corner, in the middle, back out. If it's there, they hit the three. But they're coming down and passing off quick to a corner, and they're trying to shoot it up quick instead of looking back inside.
Right.
for something low to make a move. But I mean, maybe the teams are adjusting and playing them better. Is that what it is?
It's possible, but one of our listeners said Wednesday night. They said they're living and dying by the 3.
Yeah,
and it's
you
live and die by it. And right now, Alabama and Auburn are dying by it.
Yeah, the Rockets went out last year. Remember we watched that game?
Oh gosh, they shot 50 one game, didn't they? Just wouldn't quit.
Right.
So I think they're going to get upset in this thing. Well, actually, technically, it's not going to be an upset because they lost. More than likely, they've lost their second place seed. They're going to be a third, but it will be an upset.
Right.
Okay, Kentucky and LSU, and Kentucky's owned this tournament for years. So I'm going to go with Kentucky again over LSU.
Kentucky over LSU.
And this also will be on the page, the bracket. So, might not get it all right, but it's fun to look over.
No, it's just I've said this 100 times. We started doing this, just for you guys, and we just like to talk,
just for fun.
And we just wanted to share what we're talking about, and it's fun, and I'd say that's probably pretty accurate.
Well, we'll see. We'll keep up with it because it's going to be on there. We'll see how many I get. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13 games.
And
so if I go 13-0, will you?
Oh yeah,
buy me something?
Yeah, you'll get a hot dog from the Greasy Spoon up there at Martha's.
Martha Skillet?
Yeah.
Well, I want a full plate up there now.
I don't know. That's about $8. Well, if she's got the roast beef sandwiches, we might do that.
All right. Well, we're just going to go right Golden Gallon next door.
We can get an ice cream
Just
sandwich.
get a hot dog. All right.
Please comment. Y'all are watching this now, and some games are coming up in just a few days from Sunday.
Yes.
So comment. Share. The bracket's going to be, you're going to be looking at the bracket after the show goes off. Comment on there and tell us what you think.
Yeah. Please do.
Share your bracket.
Tell me I'm crazy, stupid. Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Well, yeah, we're dummies. We ain't nobody. I mean, there's other people that are people. Remember I said on live?
Oh, yeah.
I said,
real people.
Real people.
Yeah.
It was like, so we're not real people in the sports world.
But we've got just as much a right to pick as anybody else.
Absolutely. And everybody else does. Y'all share and comment and tell us what you think.
Yeah, definitely.
There's some other topics here that we talk about. NBA, I got a little news. I was going to talk about the Celtics and the Brooklyn game a little bit. Of course, they lost the game 129-120 in overtime.
There's controversy there.
There's a call later in the game, Smart, and the ref got into it. In the game, of course, they had a 21-point lead. Okay,
they lost a 21-point
lead. The guy, Carius LeVert, that's the name I'm trying to pronounce here. That's what I was looking at. Carius.
I've heard.
LeVert. He scored 51 points. He had 37 in the fourth quarter.
In one quarter?
In the fourth, yeah.
Did they play more than 12 minutes?
And not only that, but even the coach said, the Brooklyn coach said, because of player 2 in foul trouble and because of where we was at in the game, I had to pull a few players. So there was parts of the fourth quarter where LeVert's the only starter on the floor. And, of course...
I don't know that I've ever heard a more impressive statistic.
Well,
he had 14 points up until the fourth.
Yeah, and Coach Stevens, for Celtics coach, he said, we was going to double him because he's just getting out there and getting the ball. He was just dropping threes on them, man. He was killing them. And they would try to double him, and they just couldn't get over there. Even when they did, he would shoot it and hit it, and it would go in, and they would foul him, and he'd go to the foul line.
I'm serious. That's probably that's got to be the most points ever in a quarter.
I watched the last half of the game, and then last night I even went back and watched a highlight of the game just to watch it more, just the highlights.
I just want to watch the fourth quarter.
It looked like Brooklyn they changed at halftime. I mean, this was with 3 seconds left. It was 118-115. But earlier, when I started watching, the commentators were talking about how the Celtics were ahead. They were scoring easily. Mm-hmm. They were up 10 or so at a time. And Brooklyn just decides to change the defense, so they go to a zone. Mm-hmm. Well, when that zone defense started,
that was the end for Boston.
That was the Celtics. They just couldn't score. And Brooklyn would rebound. They'd go back down, and they'd score real quick. They were just committing stupid fouls, and that got Boston in trouble.
We're obviously Celtics fans. We don't make no bones about it. So.
But this Carius LeVert, man,
that's a good story, man.
Well, and the call,
37 points in a quarter.
if you don't already know, and most of you probably already do because it's everywhere, Smart is going to be fined. I didn't see a fine today. They're going to put out a number sometime. But in the overtime, of course, LeVert has the ball because I guess it was 1 against 5.
Yeah.
He has the ball. They're over there close to the coach's bench, and he's going to shoot a 3, and like Tatum and Brown were on him, and Smart just is going to reach in as he's coming up with the ball. Smart's just going to reach in and hit the ball out.
Yeah.
I've looked at it 2 or 3 times, and it looks clean to me. But a lot of the experts, real people,
Saying he fouled. Yeah, real people.
Said it was a foul. Maybe it's a reach-in foul. I just didn't see him hit his. He didn't hit his arm or
So
his
he
hand.
cussed the ref.
He hit the ball. It looked like he just, whenever he was coming up, he hit all ball to me. I don't know. I mean, I've been wrong before in my life. Well, in '96, and I found out later. Well, anyway.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But
Not since I've known it.
The problem was about they were going to inbound the ball, and the problem with the call was this. The ref said that he was in attempt with a shot and was going to give him 3 free throws.
Oh my God.
See, that's. I think Smart was okay with foul.
He was okay with foul.
And he was like, "Man, y'all crazy. This is ridiculous." Kind of walked away, but then they made it as 2. It was a 3-point attempt.
And he was clearly not shooting.
Yeah. Well, he was in the.
He just went up and he knocked it out.
He knocked it
They were
out
gonna
of
give
his.
him
Oh,
3
I'm sorry.
shots.
Slapped it out of his hand. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He cut his hand with a nail.
Cut. No, I'm kidding.
So that was what he was mad about. And he went
Right.
off. He just goes nuts. And I guess so because they were aggravated with the game. They had a big lead, of course.
21 points.
21 points you blow, you can't do that. And LeVert scores 37 in the fourth. So
I check that and see if that's the most ever scored in a quarter. That's got to be.
37 is.
What's our man out in the field? Is 37 points the most ever scored in a quarter? Okay, that is a NBA record.
No, Carius LeVert from Brooklyn.
The guy the other night.
Did it to himself.
He scored 37. Yeah. I just want to watch the quarter. That's like a Team Wolf moment.
I know. Well, and the
You remember how good Team Wolf was?
Absolutely. I just watched it again the other day. It's actually on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube now, when you get done with the show,
Did he play anywhere?
back out and
He's going, I don't know.
Joey Bag of Donuts don't know.
Team Wolf? No, he didn't play nowhere.
But Coach Stevens said so next they're having to travel to go to play the Cavaliers. So Coach Stevens is concerned with the Celtics team because of how they lost the game.
Right.
One guy, 4 bench guys. You beat the Celtics in overtime, and he said, "I just want some players to go with me to Cleveland and play. I just want somebody to man up." Or he just said he just wanted people that'll battle.
Right. Well, you know, it's one of the top teams in the NBA.
He's upset. He's bothered by this. And Smart, suspension probably, whatever's going to happen there. Brown's hamstring, well, he had injured in 2018. So he's having problems with that. Hayward, his knee's sore.
That's the one that broke his ankle, right?
Yes, that was terrible.
Play of the.
And me and Marcus was watching that.
Yeah, that was
Tatum's
awful.
sick. And then Walker, he's had these back-to-back knee pains and stuff.
So they got everybody hurt.
Yeah, it looks like hurt or sick. So
Well,
what the Celtics going to do? Are they going to be able to figure this out? And they're going to be able to make a run in the playoffs because things are going to start happening within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and you know that's the team we're focused on really because Bucks have a big lead.
Yeah.
And we both picked Boston to kind of be a sleeper in this playoff. But you know, I hate to say it, but blowing a 21-point lead in a game, that could make or break your season. I mean, that could set the tone for the rest of the year being bad.
Yeah, attitude.
Yeah.
Psychologically, you just kind of, like Kentucky did the other night.
Right.
They kind of get in your head and you just,
Now they got into it on the bench in the Kentucky game.
It was senior night.
Senior night. They
Yeah.
lose a 17-point lead. Player and coach and strength coach gets into it on the bench with them up.
In the game, right. Yeah, it's all going on live.
And they lost on senior night.
What do you think about league MVP this year?
Well, I think it's got to be Giannis. Me personally.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Is it a runaway?
Well, I mean, what's their record? 50-8?
Yeah.
And he averages 30 points a game.
Yeah,
I do think
20,
LeBron obviously needs a little consideration with his assists
LeBron averages 25 a game.
and 11 assists, right?
And Westbrook is averaging 28 a game. There's somebody else throwing the mix.
Yeah, but
You know,
I mean, you got it easy.
I mean, if we're doing it by numbers, you know, Russ is like, he averages a triple-double. And
Right.
LeBron has in the past several games. He's played very well. But Giannis, okay, let's
They
break
got
it
the
down.
best record.
Let's break it down this way. It's just my personal opinion. Please comment and share and tell me what y'all think too. MVP stands for,
Most valuable player.
okay, so if you're the most valuable player of that team, if that player is taken away from that team and they're not, and they lose, then how would you would assert that player as being an MVP?
Well, yes, obviously.
Okay, when LeBron leaves the court, the Lakers definitely not playing well.
Right.
But
Still got Davis.
when AD is out and LeBron's in, they're winning most of their games, but they have been known to not win a game too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No, they hadn't beat the Clippers yet. They're still 0-2 versus them, and they're fixing to play again pretty soon. This week or next week?
Yeah, they play. It's not long.
This week or anyway. So that's, I mean, the case is LeBron has a team.
Right.
Is their bench loaded? No. The Clippers bench could go to the East and probably compete with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the Clippers are loaded.
And the new guy, they're going to add.
Deion Waiters.
He's coming.
Yeah, I read that.
Bill's done yesterday, so there's another guy for the Lakers. So,
Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, he could help.
yeah, absolutely. He'll be as good as Reggie Jackson's been for
Yeah.
no, not the Yankees baseball player.
Not the same guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think? I mean, Giannis is seemed to be a clear cut away for MVP.
Yeah, that's who I would think.
I do too.
But I do think LeBron deserves consideration.
But you
the
think
article
that-
I read today said that it was a no-brainer.
I think that LeBron is getting a lot of love for the MVP because he's LeBron. It's his 17th year.
Yeah, he's been playing a long time.
The thing that happened,
18, something like that.
18th year, what happened to Kobe? That's
Yeah.
at the Lakers is going on. He's LeBron James. He's averages 25. He's averaging
10
10
assists.
or 11 assists.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a tough pick, but I'm going to go. Who's you going? I'm going to pick Giannis.
I do too. I like Giannis, but
But I could see an argument for LeBron.
I don't want them to do what they're going to do because I feel like they're going to
You
give it
feel
to
like they're
LeBron
gonna give it to
because it's the media. Who wins the Heisman? It's the media people.
Right.
I don't think there's been a real honest Heisman winner probably since Mark Ingram. I mean, RG3, man, come on. He threw up a duck pass to beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, he
And they
got
win
it
the
at that
Heisman.
moment.
Johnny Manziel bounces a pass off of his lineman's butt, catches it, throws a touchdown. Heisman.
Hey, he was fun to watch, though.
Oh, sure, I'm not saying he's not. But
But he didn't get it his next year, and his stats were just as good.
Right.
I never did understand that.
it's about who is brushed along and brought along.
Right.
And LeBron is definitely that guy. So is it just going to be out of clear emotions we're going to give this guy the award? And I'm okay if they do. I mean, the world's still going to keep turning.
Yeah.
But how's that fair to Giannis?
It's not.
Because how many players really went back-to-back besides Jordan, Bill Russell,
Right.
and somebody else? Kareem, maybe. So is it fair to Giannis to not get the MVP? Because we have sympathy for the Lakers and what happened with Kobe, and it's a terrible tragedy, and I have utmost respect for the
So you're
for the
afraid they're going to give
organization.
it to him.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Be interesting to see. Maybe not, because I think Giannis deserves it. So
And Russ has played good, too. Harden's played good. Kawhi's played good. I mean, Kawhi's game, managed some.
yeah,
But I hate to see him make a decision off of it just
pure emotion.
right, because of that.
He's had a good year, but still.
Oh, I definitely agree. And he's going to go down as one of the top 5 players to play the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And he's won MVPs. And here was on Rob Parker, which is on the Odd Couple show. You're watching on YouTube. If y'all are on YouTube now, when you get done watch this, click on them. They're great. They're funny.
The Odd Couple.
Yes. Rob, he hates LeBron. He gives LeBron down the road every time he talks. He thinks that, they're going to do that. But, is it really worth it
Right.
to take it away from him? And he said, well, the caller calls in, he's like, well, Giannis has many, many more years to win it. So just give it to LeBron. It's probably his last year anyway. So now we're going to give it to him just because the other guy has many more chances to win it.
Right. Yeah, I don't
see the.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I mean, I've heard somebody say one time, I don't understand why these people working at the school don't retire and give somebody else a chance.
Because
we don't know their situation.
Because they still have bills to pay, obviously.
I mean, I've heard that. I'm like, why don't they give some younger?
Well, it's usually because they got bills to pay. Or they may have a situation trying to take care of a parent. I mean, you don't know.
Yes, you don't know people's situation.
So,
but no, I don't agree with, let's give it to them because, or get to, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I know that was a bad comparison, but,
no, that's fine. I just don't want to see him give it to him just because if LeBron really deserves it, and he deserves it, and he's played well.
Yeah.
But let's not make it a career award. Let's be clear about what it is again to end this.
Player of the year.
MVP means most valuable player. Like for February, the Bulls player, Kobe White was the February player of the month. You know? And of course Zion was for the West. He was the player of the month for the West.
Speaking of players of the year, MVPs, Curry come back last night and scored 23.
Yeah, I wanted to see about that. Is it too soon for him to come back? Do y'all think that he should just have set out the rest of the year?
I think he just wants to play. That's
what I'm saying. You know, some people have the opinion that I don't want to see him till he's healthy and he can come back and give us all he's got. Well, what we need to remember, guys, he is a grown man and make his own decisions. And he just maybe want to play basketball because he loves the game.
He enjoys it. I mean, he's one of the best shooters we've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, and
I'm glad to see him back.
From watching him shoot, I can imagine that he has a great time playing basketball.
Well, he just pulls up from half court like I shoot a free throw.
And, you know, you're not going to hold him to under 10. And he just wants to play. He don't care about the play. I mean, playoffs?
Playoffs? We're talking about practice. So, no.
You remember Jim Mara that time? Playoffs?
Yeah. Yeah, they went nuts over that.
Yeah. Apparently they were 1-5, and they asked him about the playoffs, right?
I don't. So we're glad Steph's back.
Yes, we are.
I'm excited next year to see KD play, and KD is supposedly playing in the Olympics. What do y'all think about that? Because he's supposed to be out the year.
Right.
Towards Achilles and everything, and what do you think? I mean, you think him playing the Olympics does it seem like it's a little sly towards his fans of the NBA because they already knew he was going to be out for the season with his injury, but does it seem a little rude?
Yeah, but he don't care who he offends. He showed that.
I'm okay
I'm
enough.
a big fan of him as far as his
I'm okay enough.
Personality.
Yeah, I'm okay enough to play in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not playing regular season.
Yeah.
That may bother some people. I mean, some fans that pay big bucks, they're thinking, well, if you're good enough to play Olympics, buddy, I'm paying like $5,000 to sit here at courtside this home game. How about you come out here tonight and let me see you play a little bit?
Well, no matter what he does for the rest of his life, he's always going to be considered a sellout by a lot of fans.
Yeah. Going and joining that team. We'll play a team that won 70.
So he'll never live that down.
Now,
do I think he's great? Gosh, yes. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's one of the best players in the world.
And I'll never meet him. I'm just telling you what the mass audience thinks.
A lot of people think
he's not very well liked.
And he had a fake burner account one time. He was like spying in on people, see what they were saying about him. Did you ever hear about that? That's weird. I'm like, man, that is just narcissistic if there ever was a definition for, like, what?
Draymond just cussed him all to pieces during a game one time at the end of it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Draymond Green's obviously not going to win the most likable
player of the, no.
But he don't care either.
No, sure, no.
But, they get in a deal. Durant screams at him. And at the end of a game to get him the blank ball, and I reckon Green just...
He called him a B.
Oh, and we were going to win without you, you B. It got ugly.
Yeah, like we were winning before you got here.
Yeah.
You don't come here stomping your foot like you're running the league, because he was getting attention. He's Kevin Durant.
But he's great. He is great. Yeah. But I'm just saying, he's not as well liked as people think.
So who y'all like for MVP? I mean, y'all like LeBron? Y'all like Giannis? We're kind of leaning toward Giannis because, I mean, without him, they're not going to... Yeah, he averages 29 a game. I mean, they're not going to win many games. When Giannis is not playing, they're not winning.
Oh, I know.
So Russell Westbrook's played good too. So, I mean, who do y'all like? And
A little E out on location from Houston said James Harden.
I know, I mentioned him a while ago. I mean,
36 points a game.
I know.
Highest average since Michael Jordan?
Kobe.
Or Kobe, yeah. Since Kobe.
I know, and there's no news about that.
Kobe early, right?
But just like I said earlier, why? Media, who they like, who they want to sweep in there. And Giannis was MVP. Is he going to win? I don't know. I like Giannis in the deal, and we're glad to see Curry back.
Yes.
And, did you see Tim Duncan coach?
Yeah, won a game, 1 point.
How do you think about that?
You think he's a winner. How many years was him, Parker, and Ginobili the best three players for the Spurs? This just went on year after
20.
year after year. I mean, you're like, okay, they're done. Next year,
There's another one. They're in the playoffs.
same team, same top three
There's
players.
some goofy-looking French white guys. Short, bald, just normal-looking Joey Bag of Donuts that plays down here at the park. He just lights it up.
Yeah, and
They're amazing to watch. But Tim Duncan,
you never heard a lot about him. You never heard a lot about him.
what do you think about him coaching? You think this is, with knowing his personality, and we've kept up with him for a long time. I had his rookie card at one time. Mm-hmm. Played with David Robinson, the Admiral, had some of his cards.
Yeah.
Do you think him being a coach is something he's looking into? But knowing his personality, he don't seem like it to me.
I don't know. Just might have been luck of the draw there. Just he helps, obviously, right?
Yeah, he's around. Pop just like, I'm not feeling good. Tim, you're in.
I don't think so. I don't think it's something we'll see.
But some of the controversy is that there's Miss Becky is a lady that's been there for 6 years, and she's been around the team, and she hadn't been appointed by Pop. So some people were thinking, but maybe he thinks she's not. And there's information behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Right.
Pop is, he's probably one of the best NBA coaches ever. Okay?
Oh yeah, I would think so. He knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. So if he don't think she's ready, don't put her out there.
Right.
And obviously, it's
probably a female head coach. Huh?
Yeah, it's Tim Duncan. So
well, that's great.
So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We're going to do a little bit of Bama football and Auburn football coaches who's coming in on the scene.
Hey, let me say one thing, Matt. My buddy Rodney Van Pelt, Tim Colbert, Shady Oaks, not Acres.
Yeah, we got that on live last night. Yeah.
Campground out on Highway 68, right past Spearman's old store, which is not there anymore. Turn right, it's out there. Shady Oaks Campground. Call 256-523-8353.
We'll be right back, 2 and 2.
Did you know Warrior Gym has gym memberships as low as $15 a month and tanning as low as $25 a month? With no hidden fees or headache, this gym is located in the heart of Center at 1118 West Main Street and is a locally owned business. Call or text Jonathan Kendrick today at 256-706-5112 for any info needed. That's 256-706-5112, located at 1118 West Main Street, Center, Alabama. That's Warrior Gym. The Matt and Todd Show sports radio webcast can be heard every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time on WDKR, internet-based community radio, serving Cherokee County, Alabama. Tune in at WDKR.org. Or you can catch the weekly video version of the show published on Facebook every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time at Matt and Todd. That's the Matt and Todd Show, every Sunday night at 7.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Big Matt and Diamond Dean. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you all for spending a little bit of time with us. We do appreciate it. Remember, Facebook, we've got you on there, listening in, WDKR.org. And we just appreciate everybody's time and that they're taking the spin with us. Real big. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
We got some Alabama and Auburn coaches. Who's new? Because there's been some change at both schools.
Both schools, a lot of changes.
Alabama's had a lot of changes here recently. So we got some list of names. And also it's junior week at Bama, so I got a few players they're going to be rolling in this weekend.
I'll just check it out.
Yeah. So
Any of them from in-state?
yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because Auburn's got the lock on the state players.
Yeah, Bama's got a lot of in-state players this year.
Oh, okay. Well,
Who's at Auburn? Who's new? I know we got a new offensive coordinator, and because Gus says he'll never give up the clipboard again, and he gives it away, and then they don't do good, and he says, I'm taking it back, I'll never give it up. Then they play bad again. So it's always somebody's fault, and I really wish Auburn could move on and be somewhat productive. And,
Right.
You know, it's just kind of aggravating to see.
Well, now they are keeping Kevin Steele. I want to talk about who they're keeping first. Kevin Steele, and I don't know if you knew this, he is the highest paid assistant in college football.
Really?
I did not know that. Did you have any idea that he
I
was?
thought it was Venables.
I did not know. It just kind of shocked me.
Yeah, I thought it was Venables at Clemson.
They're also keeping co-offensive coordinator Cody Burns. He coaches wide receivers.
I don't care for him. I think he needs to move on.
Cody Burns.
Yeah, he's not.
Wesley McGriff doing DBs. Travis Williams, recruiting coordinator and linebackers coach. He's got a lot of praise. And if you notice something, all these guys played at Auburn.
Yeah, right.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying he's brought a lot of hometown. He's got former players coaching there. All right,
That may be good, and that's kind of cool and fun, but do you want to win a national championship, or do you just want to win an Iron Bowl every 2 or 3 years?
Right.
I mean, I'm not a hater of Auburn. You know that. Most people don't. Everybody don't know that.
Right, they think you hate
They
them.
think I hate Auburn because I'm an Alabama fan. That's ridiculous. I love football.
Right.
And I think that just by going through those names, it's not.
You think he could probably get now the Williams, Travis Williams, is pretty well spoken of. I haven't heard a lot about Burns and McGriff.
No, I don't know.
And I don't know. I'm not sure if McGriff played there, but I know that Burns and Williams did play there.
Yeah, Burns is not. I don't know what he would be doing there.
You're not a big fan of Cody Burns?
Well, not personally. Nothing personal at all.
Right.
But what you're bringing to the table.
Right.
If you're not bringing something that's going to put a national championship trophy in our trophy case, we got to move on and stop playing favorites and stop just giving people jobs because they went to school here.
Yeah. Like I said, we know he's got at least 2, maybe more on there. That's 2 for sure. Okay, new coaches at Auburn. Obviously, Chad Morris from OC, from head coach at Arkansas. Used to be the OC at Clemson's going to be the new OC. Mm-hmm. And supposedly Gus is going to turn that completely over to him.
Yes, supposedly. And he usually does, but here's what happens. I'm just making a scenario. Let's say Auburn's playing Georgia. Auburn's got a tough schedule this year. They did last year, too. And win 9 games may be a successful year for some schools, but when you're playing in the SEC, it's tough.
Yeah.
So 9 wins is not a bad.
No.
It's not a bad schedule.
No.
And 1, 2, other fans of Auburn have to stop comparing Auburn to Alabama. Mm-hmm. Okay, if we want to be historical, the campus at Tuscaloosa was originally used as a Civil War school where they trooped Civil Wars, and I'm not going to go into the whole history about it. I'm a history major. That's my stuff. But what I'm getting at is geographically, Tuscaloosa has just had the money, where on the Plains they didn't. It was a men's Methodist college. Then it was Alabama Polytech. And it's only been Auburn since
40s.
No, 50s. I mean, you know. So my point is, you know, they got to be able to move on and try to get in some of the more prominent coaches, so that they can become a more prominent program, so they can be a more
dominant power from year to year.
Have a 10-win season. That's
regularly,
good. And to win your bowl games.
Yeah.
Winning the Iron Bowl is not the national championship.
Right.
You know, and I know they tear down the bushes and pay fines, and it just seems, if you were a fan, and I'm a fan of the game, it would seem like it would get a little old.
Right.
If that's just the main thing. So
maybe you're saying they need to get bigger than that just needs to be another game to them.
Yes. Right, and the Iron Bowl does mean something, but it seems like it would mean, Auburn fans, I'm sure you all would agree, seems like the Iron Bowl may mean a little more if Auburn had just come off a national championship.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I mean, Alabama and LSU locked horns for the title. What if Alabama and Auburn could lock horns for a title if it played out somewhere that way? That would be awesome for this state.
Yeah.
So
it would be.
We'll see how he does with his offense. But what if they're playing Georgia and it's 9-3 first quarter. Auburn's down 9-3. Went down, only got a field goal.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is a good quarterback. He's probably going to be the best quarterback that Auburn's had there since Cam.
Right. I would agree.
And then we go in the second quarter. It's 12-6. Okay. Maybe it's going to be a field goal game. They go in at halftime. Gus usually adjusts well at halftime. They come back after halftime. They score a touchdown. Right? Makes it 13 to whatever. They're still down 6.
Mm-hmm.
But they just can't catch up. So at what point?
He quit kicking field goals.
Well, yeah. And the point of when is he going to take the playbook back and say, well, you're not doing that right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying, is he going to take it away from Morris?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be. We're going to find out.
You're just setting yourself up for failure. As a head coach, you need to be able to departmentalize.
Right.
If these are my coaches in here, if I'm the head coach, each coach has a job to do. And if you don't trust that coach to do it, fire him.
Right.
Be a coach, be a head coach, departmentalize. I'm the head coach. I'm going to run the team. I'm going to do day-to-day stuff. I can't do everything. It is a college, and there's a lot of kids there. But if you have a offensive coordinator, let him call the plays. If you're not going to let him call plays, why'd you hire him? You have a defense coordinator, Kevin Steele. He's great. Leave him alone. Let him call the plays. Either you trust him or you don't.
Well, I don't think he messes with Steele too much. And Morris has more experience than the guys he's had in the past.
Yes.
So it may be a different story. Other guys, they're bringing in a new O-line coach. We talked about him, Jack Bicknail. His daddy coached at BC. Mm-hmm. This guy coached at Ole Miss and played at BC, started. And he also coached in the pros for years. Al Pogue, they just hired him a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Coached for Troy State, West Virginia.
What's he doing?
He's going to be a defensive assistant.
Okay.
Probably DBs, may do safeties, and this Wesley McGriff do corners. He played at Alabama State. He was a high school football coach down in the Montgomery area, a very successful one. Mm-hmm. Actually went undefeated one year at Carver in the regular season.
I think I remember that.
Al Poe. So they're pretty excited about him. And Ross Newton is and I guess every team has this, you don't hear a lot about it, Director of High School Relations.
Yeah, you have a guy that's kind of the liaison between kids, make sure you don't get in trouble in NCAA with violations. But now, kids can come visit earlier. So, like with this summer, we're going to have picks and stuff coming out as school's getting out in May. And I heard Josh say the other night, you write it down in football lead. Football lead in talk in general media means it's very light lead. You write very lightly your picks. So because these players are coming more early now, high school stuff, so he's going to keep eye on that kind of stuff to make sure.
Yeah. But he coached linebackers at Sanford for 14 years. But I've noticed something when I was reading about Auburn. Al Pogue used to do this. So that's usually, this job title is usually a springboard to be a position coach.
Yeah. Unlike with Cochran, where his job title being a strength coach had run its course. The game had changed, just developing in different directions, and we'd heard some more news last night. I heard some on a show that I watched that
they just wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Saban is just headed into more of a scientific direction.
Right, I did
to bring in Dr. Ray, and Blue is, it seems like they're a team because every time they talk about them together. So
he might have went for that hire more for Ray than he did. Possibly.
Yeah, Scotty
we come together.
Scotty wanted to do something. Nick's like, well, that's not available. I don't have an opening for that position. And he's been questioning about what he's doing, one, and two, supposedly he went behind the door to talk to Lane Kiffin when he come to Ole Miss and ask him about a job. And when Nick finds out that he backdoored him on asking about a job, he didn't like it.
Yeah.
You work for me. This is the University of Alabama.
Why are you wanting to leave?
You're not only Scott Cochran, you're on the billboard here. You've done commercials with me. You're part of the recruiting board.
Yeah.
And I think that it had already been going on for some time because we talked about the players that were there before J.C. Williams. And this is what I had talked about that I wasn't going to talk about because I didn't want to bash Bama for no reason. Stuff that I just kind of felt like was my opinion. And when J.C. Williams left to go to Seattle, Pete Carroll, his strength coach at the NFL, said whatever they're doing, it's damaging these players' knees.
Right.
They're tore up when they get to us. So that made a contingency for Alabama to start moving in a different direction maybe then. And, then Kirby left, and like I said earlier, maybe him and Kirby talked.
Well, I don't think And there shouldn't be any reason.
Excuse me, sorry.
And,
It's the county cough.
I don't think Smart and Saban are real tied anymore.
I don't think, just to be honest, I'm an Alabama fan. I like Nick Saban. I appreciate what he's done for the program, most definitely. Before I go any further, I'll say that. The man's hard to work for.
Well, that's what I was fixing to ask you. Is that one of the deals with Cochran? He's like, dude, I'm wore out.
Yeah, it is. And he actually said that. He said, I'm tired of doing the strength thing. I want to do something else. And Nick's like, good, because we're moving in a different direction, do this scientific thing. And your little deal, you talked to Lane, I talked to him. Mm-hmm. And I know that you didn't ask me about it. So
he's looking to get out anyway.
Why are you going talking to other schools? He even talked to the Giants.
Right.
When Burton Burns left to go to New York as running back coach, now we're finding out Scotty wanted to coattail him with Burton to New York.
Well, something's going on. And
he wanted to leave. He's tired of Nick. Nick is overbearing. He's hard to get along with. He wants to work a 26-hour workday in 24 hours. He expects excellence. We're not going to do anything except if it's done right. If you're supposed to be here at 7 a.m., you better be here at 6:59 and in the office and ready. Don't show up in my office at 7. He's just that kind of, he's just a stickler for what's right. And
well, Enos didn't even stay there. He gave him the offensive coordinator, and he went to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they fired him, which I thought was very premature. 1 year.
I know.
I mean,
well, when you look back at all the, from Nussmeier and the other offensive coaches that's been there, you can see how things have changed at Bama and how he has accepted the role of evolving. Because we've always felt like Nick is not an evolver. He's an old school.
Right.
What we were just talking about, hard-nosed. He's one of the last old school hard-nosed coaches left. But look at when they changed coordinators. When Lane came, Lane's quarterback, Lane took Blake Sims to the playoffs.
Yeah, Blake Sims. That was not supposed to even start.
Guys, Blake Sims should have been in the playoffs. Lane Kiffin did a fantastic job with him. The offense was changing.
Yeah.
And when Jalen come on the scene, he knew it and he seen it because a year before that, you knew that the offense was changing. Callers are calling in at Buffalo Wild Wings on Fridays saying, well, what if you could run that old type football, the wishbone that you used to play? And he said, well, that would be great because we could really confuse people. Where am I going to find a player besides Fife that runs that type of offense?
Right.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
So Nick has to go out and get the players that are playing the style of football that they're playing in high schools here locally. And that's not the kind of football they play.
Right.
So he has evolved and adapted. So getting at with Coach Cochran, he's had to evolve and adapt with the strength coach thing. The football game is changing.
Yeah.
Dante Hightower, 6'3", 280, run stopper, that's gone. That 2012 team that beat Notre Dame, probably one of the best defenses I've ever seen. I mean, they averaged giving up 6 points.
Wasn't it? 180 yards.
A year, over the year average. It's ridiculous. So, Auburn's got some new coaches on the planes.
They do. We'll see if they make a difference. And I think that Morris will. I personally think Morris will.
We'll see if Gus will let Morris hold the clipboard and use it and trust somebody to do their job and stop jerking out of his hand.
Right,
I mean, why hire the guy? It's so embarrassing.
Well, I don't think he's going to do that to him.
He's done it to everybody.
I mean, this was Sammy Watkins. And
I don't know how. That's why that couldn't be Auburn. It had to be so aggravating to be an Auburn fan because just to put up with all that stuff.
Well, Ty Davis, we're pretty good friends.
Yeah.
And while we grew up together.
Yeah.
But he's moved off, so I don't get to see him as much. But he's obviously frustrated with Gus.
I am too, and I'm not even an Auburn fan. I'm like, good God, would y'all move on from this guy? He lost to South Florida, and they got dumped by Minnesota.
And Ty knows a lot about football, and he'll tell you straight up he didn't like him from day one.
Scott don't. Clifton,
Yeah.
He don't. Scott don't like. I mean, I don't know any Auburn fan that's like, leave him alone, and that's crazy. How could you say that? I don't know any Auburn fan. Anthony Chambers, AC, me and him go back and forth always about stuff on that. And none of them are really crazy about.
Well, I think he needs to let Morris just do it. I know Morris didn't do good as a head coach, but that don't mean anything.
Sure.
Still didn't do good at a couple of places that he was a defensive coordinator at. Now he's the highest paid assistant in the nation. So.
Well, we'll move up the road about 100 miles or so. Mr. Bone from Bama Insider, I'll lean on them a little bit to get a little news. 2021, kids that are coming in, the McCutcheon's kid that everybody was real big on, he supposedly decommitted.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're saying it's not a big deal that like Mosley and some other guys, Hampton and some Jennings even decommitted at one time. It's just part of the people that don't follow this a lot. Don't start freaking out right now because McCutcheon's is decommitted. He's just going to visit Oklahoma.
Right.
So he might still be on campus because as I was saying earlier about how they get more visits now. Man, they get so many visits now.
Oh, yeah.
There's no need to make a in pencil. I think that Alabama is going to be no. Don't do that because all these kids are coming to class coming on campus to visit.
Right.
Okay. He tore his ACL as a junior, McCutcheon's, and I think that's why Bama may have backed off a little bit. So that may have something to do with it. Deontay Lawson, probably going to be May before you see him on campus. But junior day is this weekend. Mario Williams, wide receiver.
He sounds like he'd be good.
He's from Plant City, Florida. Everybody knows where Plant City is. You know where that's at.
I like the name Mario.
Sage Bryant, safety from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Another Louisiana guy, Kane Williams. Vargas Dilford, linebacker from New Jersey, had 200 tackles.
Ooh, in 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, his career.
Oh, his career.
In April, you can be looking for Mason Smith. He's a defensive lineman. They're going to have Joe Brady come talk this summer. We're going to have
Joe Brady's coming to see him?
Yeah, he's going to come talk. Jimmy Johnson's going to come.
Wow.
And
is that for the big camp they have?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I might go to that.
Yeah.
I'm serious. They have a great shrimp bowl down there. If you ever get a chance, just go for the shrimp.
I can eat my weight in shrimp.
But, you have to pretend to be a coach. But
that's okay. I can pretend. I pretend to be a sports talk person, too.
But you can go with another staff, get your name tag.
I don't know nothing. I ain't real people. Who are we?
Go talk to McCorder up here in the Epic Gulf and say, hey, man, can I get on your staff this weekend? You on? You go get this shrimp bowl. Watch Alabama practice. Of
course, Saban's on his 14th season. Okay, he's got 5 titles. He's won 8 SEC titles. He's 152-23. He's 18-0 versus his former assistants, which you're going to see an interesting assistant year this year, especially.
Sometime.
Jeremy Pruitt, Jimbo Fisher, Lane Kiffin's at Ole Miss now.
So everybody, it's going to get to the point to where he's going to coach against 12 assistants.
Yes, it is. All right, Sark, of course, he's offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. It's his second year as coordinator.
He did a good job.
Last year they averaged 510 yards a game. They was first in the conference for their offense. He was the first since Lane was there.
I know Falcons fans hate Sark, but Sark did a good job last year.
Yeah.
See, we've got a fan in here doing it right now.
Yeah, he's a Georgia fan.
Get that guy out of
Hey, better take this guy out. All right, Golden. Everybody knows about Golden. He's a defensive guy. It's his 3rd season.
Now he's the defensive coordinator.
Yes, 36 years old. He coaches linebackers.
Strong will obviously help with that as an analyst.
Yes, well, we were 21st in defense last season. He's got 6 guys back on defense, which is good. Like McMillan, Lee, Harris, Moses, KO, and Benton. Benton, all those guys are going to come back. So we got a lot of guys coming back. So that's going to be good for him to help him hold his job because when you start seeing where Bama fails, that's where you start looking for the weaknesses, and that's when you'll start finding people. We probably didn't make the playoffs because of injury. So you get
defense is a little suspect last year.
You get a new strength coach.
Right.
Your defense don't tackle well. He's probably on the seat because you got Charlie Strong standing in the box watching you at practice. You're probably gone next year if we don't tackle any better. Charles Huff's his 2nd season. He's running backs coach, 36 years old. He's been at Mississippi State, at Penn State. He did recruit Saquon Barkley at Penn State.
Well, that didn't pan out.
Well, we rushed for an average of 169.
Just a joke there.
Last season, average.
That's pretty good, 169 yards a game.
And Najee's coming back. He's their workhorse. But you got Trey Sanders and the Robinson guy. Now, Trey Sanders is the hot little newcomer that we talk about.
I'm afraid, from what I've heard, that Robinson just may play out.
Well, Trey Sanders is really good. We've talked about him when we was doing recruiting stuff.
Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be great.
Yes, I've seen some high school good.
But he is coming off an injury.
Yeah.
But he may even start.
Yeah, very possible.
Surely
with Najee and Trey Sanders, I think. Well,
yeah.
No, he won't start over Harris, but That'd be a good 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Charles Kelly's his second year. He's 52 years old. He's assistant defense coach at
I've heard of
safeties.
him. Did you used to coach at FSU?
Yes.
Okay.
He's from Tennessee and Florida State.
Pretty good.
Yeah, he coached
Staff.
Dudley Ramsey.
Okay.
He's one of the top 25 recruiters of the year. We had 8 interceptions last year, so I guess he's doing his job fairly well. The new guy for them, he's going to be Jordan Battles. He's going to be a new guy, a safety that's going to be coming on. We're going to see. Now everybody knows the old school Big Daddy Sal Sunseri. Sal's been on and off with Alabama for many years.
Yeah, he went to Tennessee.
This is his 5th year total with them. It's only 2 years back together. Sal's 60. He was with Nick back from 09 and 11. Defensive line at Florida, linebackers coach at the Raiders 15 and 17. That's where he went 2 years ago.
He was?
Yeah,
He's that rough, too, now.
Yeah. But, Jennings and Lewis had 14 sacks last year.
They were tough.
He's a top 25 recruiter, considered by Rivals.com as well. Big for him this year, Chris Allen and Chris Roswell. Those are going to be some big-time linebackers that we're going to have to keep an eye on. He's going to have some work to do with them. Jeff Banks is his 3rd year. He's 44 years old, special teams, tight end coach. He does kick return and punt returns, which we lost Waddle, but
Rose.
Waddle's back, but we lost Rose.
Right.
So that's something to think about. Place kicking is a joke. Field goal kicking is a joke. We're like last in the whole nation besides Cornwall Furnace special teams, which
I am tired of people talking about Alabama's kicking game, and you know who I'm pointing at right here.
We need to build a tight end at Bama.
Their tight end's not.
The kicker's terrible.
Can I say that? Yeah, I know. I'm just going on.
Yeah, can I say that? Yes, you can say that they're terrible.
Well,
It needs to be
there's some
improved.
kind of pressure. There's some kind of lack of urgency. They're taught. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on.
He missed 6 field goals.
They probably don't even think it's. I will take up for the kickers. Can I do this? Can I? Okay. I don't think they think it's a big deal.
The kickers don't? Obviously not. 'Cause
Dude, 90% of the games they roll out there, they just hammer whoever they're playing.
You're right, and they probably don't worry about it because they're terrible.
And then all of a sudden, boom, you got to turn it on. You got to make this kick.
If you're a bad
What are you
ice,
talking about? We played 8 weeks. I ain't had to make a kick yet.
if you deliver ice cream and you got crappy ice cream, you probably don't care because you got crappy ice cream. So if you're selling garbage kicks, you probably don't care. But Forstall and Billingsley are going to have to step it up.
I think Forrestall is going to be pretty good.
I said I'm going to keep my little check mark on. This may be the most underrated coach at Bama. Kyle Flood, this is his 2nd year, coaches offensive line. And
The O-line was good last year.
yeah, and we got some guys coming back. I think they did really well. He was with the Falcons in 17 and 18. He recruits very well. This Kyle Flood. Keep an eye on our offensive line. Anytime the most important position on the field, besides the quarterback, is the center. Yes, without the exchange from the center to the quarterback, you have an atrocity. Remember in the rain game, Cedar Bluff?
Yeah.
Marcus's helmet gets taken off. He has to go out of the game, and we'll get a snap. It's like on the ground 3 inches.
Yeah.
And, when it nearly cost us the drive. It was 2nd or 3rd down.
Right.
So with centers and guards moving at Bama, I'm not sure. Leatherwood's back, so we're going to have a left tackle. We're going to see how Kyle Flood does this year. Carl Scott, it's his 3rd year. He works for the passing defense. He's also a top 25 recruiter considered by Rivals.com. We're going to have to find a corner because
I got Joe.
Well, Diggs is gone, but we had 16 pass deflections. Ron Williams transferred to Bama, so we'll see how he does. So here's the last 2.
Yeah. So Tank back. Yeah.
Holman Wiggins, this is his 2nd year as wide receiver coach. Got Smith and Waddle back. We got a young group coming.
Smith and Waddle back. That's where you.
Yeah.
Let me get put an exclamation point.
Chavis and Bolden are some guys to keep an eye on that Coach Wiggins is going to be working with. And, of course, the all big-time, big name. We all know who he is. Freddie Roach. We broke that news back a month ago.
Yeah, he was a good player for Alabama.
Yeah, he was strength coach, assistant. He was assistant with Bama. He's very young. He's energetic. He's got a lot of young talent. He's got a lot more fire to him. So DJ Dale and LeBron Ray are somebody you're going to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Keep on this LeBron Ray guy. And, of course, we've already broke down the strength coaches about every which way. But, yeah, Dion, David Ballou, and Dr. Matt Ray. Dr. Matt Ray is also called to be Dr. Speed. That's what they call him.
He don't take speed, does he?
No.
Oh, he builds it. Oh, okay. I thought he made,
I mean, he's the great mind. He's the
maybe
scientific heart.
ADHD or something.
He's the scientific heart behind this move that Bama's moving to.
Dr. Speed.
Now, what do you know about Butch Jones? He's not Dr. Speed.
Dr. Butch Jones?
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Butch Jones is he's an analyst.
Well, he's
Obviously, he was Tennessee's coach. He's an analyst.
he's going to be a special analyst. He's on full crew this year for 2020. Like he's on the list.
Oh,
He wasn't
okay.
last year. Also, you got Mike Stoops,
Yes,
defensive corners, D-backs.
We saw him at that practice, remember?
Yeah, we did.
He's like, he's a good one to have on.
Well, he was the head coach at Arizona.
Now, I thought he was going to Kentucky. Is he not? How many Stoops are there? There's
About 4.
Oh, okay. One of them's going to Kentucky to coach for Mark Stoops.
He turned it down.
Oh, Mike did?
Well, he's at Bama hanging out and chilling.
He turned down to stay with his brother?
And of course, Major Applewhite, which he was the head coach at Houston from 16 to 18. Everybody knows who he is.
So Nick's got some good analysts.
He's going to be he was the quarterback coach in 07.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, he's back hanging around. Of course, everybody knows Charlie Strong's back. He's going to be a defensive analyst also. Man, this is a
good
coaching
staff.
crew. This may be the best crew. Look, when Nick gets beat, he don't play very well. You can tell he takes it personal. He cleaned house and he added a crew that's one of the best. I can't think of a better. I mean, these guys have coached. They've been head coaches at other schools. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
but it also
Great,
tells
man.
me something else.
he's trying to push. He's trying to win another
We
title.
get on the head coaches too much. I mean, dang, you got 12 people working with you there. How can you blame one man for all that?
They got a lot to do.
Saban can't keep it together. I mean, he's got everybody. He's got analysts and everything.
I'll say this before we get on a break here. This guy right here, Coach Carl Scott, you're gonna have to get together, man. It's your third year. Field goal game's terrible. Yes, our punt returns are good. Why? Because we got some of the best punt returners, the fastest guy. I mean, look
Yeah,
at
see, he
Rhodes.
gets credit for that.
No, they're good because the kids are fast. So he's gonna have to get it together. Because this field goal kicking, place kicking, is terrible. It's just embarrassing.
I don't know.
You go there and score and kick a field goal, you can't even kick an extra point. Come on, man.
We can kick there.
You can't. I mean,
I
I,
can't
got
kick
kids
30
down here at
yards.
school that are freshmen that kick extra points.
Well, there's something going on down there.
I know they got bad players. Stop getting crappy kickers.
I don't know what it is.
We
I don't
had
know.
one. How long?
The one from Calhoun was the best in the country.
And he was garbage. How many did he bang off the side?
I
A
don't
lot.
know. I'm sure
That's
he
when it
knows.
started.
Yeah.
Clint Decker, which coaches at Almerchi, said he was at a basketball thing and he was waiting on another coach to get there. He sees a helicopter or something land out there at the school, so he's a
At
teacher.
Calhoun?
Yeah, he's a teacher there, so he goes out and they're out there scouting the kicker. And Clinton told me, he's like, man, this guy can nail it from 60, easy. Well, he gets to Bama. He can't even kick an extra point. Man, come on. Look, we got to get kickers. It's just
He
embarrassing.
ended up doing good.
I don't think so.
He made that 55. He had that onside kick against Clemson.
That was just pure luck. That's why it's the most exciting play in college football, the onside kick.
That was one of your brighter moments in watching college football, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Dynamite? Hey, if y'all don't know the backstory here, Mike's not an Alabama fan.
No, that's why he's Dino Big Dog.
But that's why we love him.
Big Dog White Boy Mike.
We don't just hang out with Alabama people.
No, absolutely not.
We've even got a Nebraska fan.
Yeah, they ain't been prominent in 30 years.
Yeah, I know. And they really hadn't. He knows it.
I know.
And it bothers him. Well, 22 years.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break and come back. And Mr. E and Dynamite's going to break up here on set and going to do an NFL mock draft for you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and tuning in. Facebook, YouTube, and listening to WDKR.org. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Did you know Warrior Gym has gym memberships as low as $15 a month and tanning as low as $25 a month? With no hidden fees or headache, this gym is located in the heart of Center at 1118 West Main Street and is a locally owned business. Call or text Jonathan Kendrick today at 256-706-5112 for any info needed. That's 256-706-5112. 5112, located at 1118 West Main Street, Center, Alabama. That's Warrior Gym. The Matt and Todd Show sports radio webcast can be heard every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time on WDKR, internet-based community radio, serving Cherokee County, Alabama. Tune in at WDKR.org. Or you can catch the weekly video version of the show published on Facebook every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time at Matt and Todd. That's the Matt and Todd Show, every Sunday night at 7.
Welcome back, everybody. Big Matt, Diamond Dean, Dino Mike, Mr. E's in the house. They're going to do some NFL mock draft picks, who they got. May be wrong, may be right, we don't know, but we don't care. We're just having a good time.
Probably close, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Fairly close.
y'all go on and share, like the page, follow, hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Thank everybody for taking time out of their day and spending a little time with us and listening in on WDKR. What you got, Miss T? Who's number one overall, besides Joe Burrow?
Chase
Besides Joe Burrow.
Chase Young and Joe Burrow are almost locks to go numbers 1 and 2.
Okay. I don't agree with that, but
Who would you take?
I got two of going Redskins.
First,
They're not going to waste last year's first round pick.
I mean, they got a quarterback that they have, who Haskins.
Yep.
All right, he's
Yeah,
not
they do.
very good. We know that for sure.
He's good. He's not good, but he's not going to turn the franchise around.
He's not Tua, one, and two, he was brought in by a coach that's not there anymore.
That's
and
right.
three, Tua has been known factually he's got an interview with them there, so they're in talks.
Gruden's gone. Jay
Ron Rivera.
Well, I think that last year when they drafted Haskins, I don't think Gruden was actually on.
He was not.
He was
also,
not.
he
That was
wasn't
not
on
his
board.
pick.
He
That was
wasn't
not
on
his
board.
pick.
But now we don't give up on Haskins yet, do we?
No, I
He's
think
not
I
Tua.
think they could shop
If you
him
could get
around.
Tua, you're gonna take Tua over Haskins. If you
Yeah.
can get him,
Tua is injury prone.
well, that's just your opinion. But if he's good, he's good, and he's thrown for more passing yards than anybody in the country. And they lost to the national champions by 5 points on a bum leg. And he's definitely way better than Love or Haskins.
He has had some
He's the
injury
number
bugs.
one quarterback in the draft. If the Redskins can build around Tua, he will have the best career.
Yeah, if I could get him at Washington, that's some talk out there. They got him going there to Washington, and if he does, that'd be
That
good
ain't
for
happening.
The
Washington.
Redskins may be bad, but they're still better run than the Bengals.
Yeah, they want a defensive player and Chase Young. I mean, Isaiah Simmons. I mean, how we know how good Chase is? He didn't even show up to the workout. All we
Yeah.
know is what he's done against some
Neither did Joe Burrow.
poo-poo schedules. Yeah, but he did win national championship.
Did
Chase
he?
Young didn't. And
Yeah,
Chase
that's
Young's
true.
played against, and who did he play against, and how bad did he play against teams that are quality teams? He didn't play good against quality teams. Simmons is your guy. He looked good.
Simmons, a lot of people have Okuda going to the Detroit Lions, but Isaiah Simmons' versatility is just way too much pass up for Matt Patricia on the Lions.
And that's if they hold on to that spot. That's one of them trade spots. That
Yeah, that's
might
what if
trade
somebody
up
wants.
to.
Yeah,
The Chargers,
which one?
The Chargers.
Number 3.
The
Oh,
Detroit
that's
Lions
awesome.
could trade.
Okay.
The Chargers could trade up with the Detroit Lions to get
Yeah.
Herbert, so nobody else will.
Oh, I got you.
Mickey Becton may not be the best offensive lineman in the class, but he is the biggest, and the Giants like the biggest, strongest physical lineman
And
that they
need
can
it.
get.
They need it.
yeah,
You got a
Hey,
real
you
young
got to
quarterback.
pave the way for Saquon Barkley.
Oh, John.
they're gonna have to
yeah.
be good because they got a new quarterback coming.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's rough.
Yeah, Manning's done.
This is your pick right here, Matt. Number 5 at the Dolphins.
I think he'll go higher than that.
I think he'll go higher than
I
5.
think Herbert's going. I think Herbert goes 5 to Miami.
I respect
Two
y'all's
goes two.
pick.
Herbert is
He
to me,
looked
Herbert's
good.
the second best quarterback.
He looks good, man. He had a
real good
he had a
quarterback.
Herbert
good
is
combine. He can't spin it and throw it like Tua. I mean, the yards are not even close. Touchdowns are not close, but he's
Herbert
good.
does have more arm strength.
And in the quarter for where they play at, I mean, Herbert plays in a weaker conference for sure. The SEC is a better conference.
In the Pac-12, yeah.
I mean, yeah, so I liked him. I thought he did good. He surprised me.
But if the Chargers can't get Justin Herbert, they will be very satisfied with Derek Brown to shore up the interior defensive line from Auburn.
I seen somebody having Phillip Rivers going to.
They need a quarterback. Who's their quarterback?
I
They are.
They've got
looking
two
at
good
Jalen Hurts.
receivers. They got Mike Williams that played at Clemson and Keenan Allen.
No, I've
Those
seen
guys
Phillip
are good.
Rivers going to Carolina.
I thought he's going to the Colts.
I'm just saying what I heard.
There's been rumors they were the
Yeah.
Colts, Tampa Bay.
He's going to Carolina, and Cam is going to the Redskins.
Nah, I don't think they trade up. I don't think they trade for a quarterback.
If Tua goes to the Redskins, I could see the Redskins getting Cam to sit in front of Tua. And
Yeah.
trade. I did see the Steelers will offer a second-round pick for Haskins.
And that's who needs a quarterback bad.
Yeah, Roethlisberger's getting on up in age. I mean, he's still good.
They showed him at a workout. He was working out with some company that works quarterbacks
Yeah.
out.
There's no way he weighs less than 290
He looked good.
pounds.
No, he was skinner. He was thinner.
You got to give the Steelers credit though. They
Yeah.
had I thought they finished 500.
Top 10 defense.
Yeah, I mean they finished, and they was playing with 2 practice squad quarterbacks all year. So
Yeah, Rudolph. And,
Minka Fitzpatrick
remember
led the
those.
NFL in interceptions.
yeah, from,
Alabama.
So you
I
got
mean, for the Steelers, yeah.
5. Who'd you have at 5?
Tua.
2 at 5 going to Miami.
and
Number
Herbert
6,
to the
Herbert to the Chargers.
I think that'd be a good move.
Is one of the best players in the draft,
Yeah.
but because the team needs, he falls to number 7 at the Panthers, and the Panthers will gladly take him.
Well, what's up with his hamstring? I seen he was grabbing it when he walked off.
That's why he
after
ran a
catch.
4.8 the other
He,
day.
but
No,
the
he-
second time he ran a 4.4.
Yeah.
I mean, he grabbed his hand. I mean, he was making catches. It was after that. He was making catches and grabbed his hamstring, walked off. And he walked off, but I hadn't heard nothing.
They're gonna
That's because he
need,
fell straight on his back.
they're gonna need a
Tip drill.
linebacker too.
He pulled his
Yeah, because
hamstring.
I can't pronounce his name. Keekly? He retired.
Keekly.
He's retired. Yeah, they're gonna need a
Yeah.
linebacker.
One of the best linebackers in the game.
They're hoping
Yeah.
they can get Okuda or Simmons.
He's young too.
But he just decided he wanted his life.
At number 8
You know.
with the Cardinals, we kind of debated back and forth on this.
He's good.
He had
I have CD Lamb because
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals want to pair CD Lamb up with his Heisman-winning quarterback Kyler Murray in Arizona.
Good theory.
and they need a number 1 receiver. Fitzgerald's not it.
C.D. Lamb is definitely a number 1 receiver.
Me personally though, they need offense of tackles. They need line help.
They do need offensive line
I
help.
can see Andrew Thomas from Georgia and Tristan Wirfs from Iowa.
Worse, is he the one that had the freaky workout?
He
4.85,
set
37
the highest
inches.
vertical for a lineman, the longest broad jump for a lineman, and ran a 4.8 or something like
And
that.
then Drake's probably going to be their running back.
No,
What
you
do you
got
think?
the big Williams guy, the big kid with the beard at Bama.
Jedrick Wills.
He's probably going to come out. He's going to be a.
I got
12 or
him
15.
slipping all the way to the 14th at
Yeah.
the Buccaneers.
That's about right. I had him like at 12 or
Who?
14. He may go to Oakland.
Jedrick Wills.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking like I'm spilling your armpits over here. I'm just looking over.
Next is the Jaguars. Derek Brown, Auburn.
Yeah, he had a good day. I think his stock went up.
He
Pro day.
repped out almost 30 reps on bench.
Yeah.
And ran
20,
a 5
I
flat
think
on the
29.
40.
30 reps on the bench.
Yeah, he had 30.
And then the Jets do need a receiver, but they want to protect Sam Darnold's blind side, and they get Andrew Thomas.
They need offensive line help also.
Yeah, they got a good running back. Now, Bale's their running back, is he
Yeah.
not?
For now.
I don't know how good. I think
For this year.
I think
He's
Hayes-
excellent. And when he plays.
I think Hayes
And when he
kinda
has
got
an
over him.
offensive line.
Well, you know, he didn't play one full year.
Yeah, he sat out
the
the
whole
whole
year.
year,
But
but-
before that guy was catching 80 and 90 passes and rushing for 1,200 yards.
He's not already.
He may be wore out.
At 30-year-old
He's just
full
27.
line, but he's 27.
He may be. Look at his stats sometimes. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, he's been more
The
workhorse.
Raiders hope Herbert fall to him, but that's just not going to happen at number 12. They're going to have to trade up and get him. But as it is, I have them choosing Judy at number 12. But Big Mike has a different theory.
They need a good receiver.
They got 2 first-round picks. The Raiders do.
Mm-hmm.
They got the 12th pick and the 19th pick. I can see them giving 2 first-round picks to the Chargers to move up to 6th and get Herbert. For the Raiders, get Herbert.
They got Carr, though. John Gruden said he's sticking with Carr.
He is not.
Who here would have Carr as their quarterback?
I mean,
Ever since Gruden's been there, he's never been a Carr fan.
no,
They've actually argued a
He's
little
not-
bit, hadn't they?
he's not a winner. And he's a little bit of whiny bag.
Yeah.
He's real sensitive.
I am too. That's okay though.
I have the Indianapolis Colts choosing Jordan Love as a project quarterback. Their head coach, Frank Reich, has turned other quarterbacks into superstars. Was he at the Patriots at one time?
I don't know. He played for the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Led the largest comeback in NFL history.
He's what they call a quarterback guru, and he could work with Jordan Love
Let him sit behind Brissett.
for 1 year.
Learn.
Me and Mr. E over here talked about Brissett. He could be that next Ryan Fitzpatrick, that kind of bridge journeyman quarterback.
That's very good.
Just you know,
But never
yeah.
wins anything
Yeah, you know.
because he's always on the bad teams of transitioning.
Yeah, no, Fitzpatrick's had some fantastic years.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
2 at least. I know
The
of.
Jets, Bills, and
Buccaneers,
now
huh?
the Dolphins.
Fitzpatrick is?
He beat the Patriots on the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins.
He's a character too.
Is he?
Yeah.
I have the
Funny.
Denver Broncos getting a really athletic linebacker that can run sideline to sideline, and Patrick Queen out of LSU.
Boy, he can run sideline to sideline. He ran a 4.5 also.
Was that the fastest of the linebacker? Well, other than Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never
Second.
side Simmons, yeah.
But is Simmons a linebacker or is he a safety?
He's an alien, man. Dude can
Strong
play
safety.
defensive end, linebacker, corner, or safety.
He played like 30 or 40 snaps at every position on the defense.
He can really play anywhere.
I have the Falcons going multiple ways on this, either edge or corner. They can go Christian Fulton, C.J. Henderson, or A.J. Epinesa. Of those three, who do you guys like?
C.J. Henderson, Florida's. Cornerback's a big priority.
They've got to get that.
Yeah, they've got to. I mean, you don't have cornerbacks, you never help the ends.
Can they get rid of somebody and get an end and a corner?
They don't have any money.
Or any
Yeah,
assets?
well,
to
they
trade up?
could. They could get rid of the guy I want to get rid of. I've been wanting to get rid of him for 5 years.
bleep
Cut.
ready. You got that bleep ready.
Get rid of it.
Right.
We're gonna bleep it out.
They're going to bleep it out like it's a cuss word. Matt, we think we ought to get rid of beep.
Yep, we're not.
Matt Ryan.
Anytime we
Bye.
have that name,
He should have been gone.
We're gonna beep it out.
Get rid of him and move on. Let's just move on, man.
Let's
You
get
gotta-
Jordan
you gotta-
Love.
Let's just
Yes.
get rid of him. Get Ryan Fitzpatrick.
We got the biggest
He's a
arm.
winner.
We got the second biggest arm to throw to Julio and Calvin Deep and Jordan Love.
I've got a theory, and y'all aren't going to like this. Get rid of Calvin where you can get that end in that corner.
No,
I
I'll get rid of Matt before I get rid of him.
They're not going to get rid
Got
of
that
him.
bleep button.
He's got
I
a he's got
can
to go on.
see that because Calvin's not a number
Number
receiver.
1, yeah.
He's a good number 2, but he's not
He
a number
is,
1.
very
Man,
good.
if we get a edge rusher that could come in and get a minimum of 10 sacks year in, year out, I could live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
well,
gotta-
that's always
It's got to be a consistent 10 sacks. It
Not
can't
a
be
Vic
every
Beasley.
5 years.
He can't
Not a
get
big
15 one
Beasley.
year and one the next.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta have a quarterback and throw the ball
Beasley's just too
downfield.
small. That's what wrong.
Any quarterback.
Beep.
Deep.
17, the Cowboys will choose one of Xavier McKinney or Grant Delpit.
Nah, one and the same. Well, no,
Yeah.
They
McKinney.
need defense.
Delpit can cover, though. But can McKinney cover?
Mm-hmm.
Not like Delpit, though, right?
He's more of a zone one, and Delpit's a hybrid. Delpit's main problem is he missed 50 tackles in 3 seasons at LSU and
Ooh.
injury.
Yeah, but he's small, though, isn't he?
6'3", 210.
Yeah, he's somebody.
Missed
Why do I
50
think he
tackles
was
in
that
3
small?
seasons, though.
That sounds like me playing high school ball.
And he's had
At
some
least
injury
50.
history.
No, probably not 50. Well, they'll never played us anymore if we missed 50.
Here I have Jonathan Taylor, but in hindsight, I should have went with DeAndre Swift for scheme fit.
Yep.
Hey, you got Taylor going, too?
The Dolphins.
He does. Not
But
me.
in hindsight, I want to change that to
I
DeAndre
think
Swift
Swift-
for scheme fit.
If they do take Tua or Herbert, they take whoever the Dolphins decide to take. I think Swift would be a better
the
running
zone,
back fit.
Go with the zone running back instead of the downhill.
So the
power.
Dolphins are going to have Tua and
They
this
have
running
three, They
back?
have 3 first-round picks.
Wow.
Uh,
Well, they can probably get Swift,
I got
Tua, and one of those receivers, can't they not?
I got. Well, they need
they
some
could choose
offensive line.
Ruggs if they wanted to.
They need some offensive line help also.
Get Judy too.
Yeah, just get
Get
Judy.
Judy too.
I don't think Judy's going to fall to them at
No.
18.
There's,
They could-
there's going to be some. I'm telling you.
There's going to be some draft night trades.
Yeah, there's
And
going
it's
to be
just
some stuff.
too hard to predict trades.
Yeah, there's going to be some stuff that's going to happen it's going to surprise somebody. There always is.
I wish the Falcons had signed Melvin Gordon.
That would
They don't have the money.
Well, don't draft nobody.
You know
Get
who?
him.
You know how to solve that problem.
He's
I know
good.
where to cut $30 million.
Bleep.
Yeah, but then you got to have a quarterback. And Melvin's good. Melvin
I'll be
Gordon's
fine. I'll be
good.
fine with Jacob Eason.
You got Matt Shaw
Well-
back there.
Fulton at the Raiders. I mean, they need some.
They need secondary help. Trayvon Diggs is the best available corner for the Jaguars at 20. He's the closest thing to Jalen Ramsey size-wise you can get.
And expect some kind of trade for them too. Foles is out there, not a first round pick, but you may can get a
pick up
fourth.
Fourth or third.
Yeah.
Trey Diggs' name is mud in Alabama. One, for sitting out the bowl game, and two, because a lot of Alabama fans didn't think he tackled or covered well.
I didn't like it.
And he's going in the first round. So we see why he was sitting out now.
I still don't like him.
This is probably not going to happen, but the Eagles pick up Henry Ruggs at 21, but if they realistically want to get him, they're going to have to trade up to at least 15 with the Broncos.
And they need some receiver help.
He could put them over the top
Yeah, that'd be big help.
because they got a good
But
squad.
in order for that to happen, Henry Ruggs is not going to be here at 21. They're going to have to trade up and get him. The Buffalo Bills get their big physical receiver that can high point the ball, and Laviska Shenault. He's 6'2", 220, 230, and he ran a 4.5 on his 40.
Where did he play at?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Oh, well, we wouldn't know. I mean, really, we don't ever.
23 with the Patriots, Jake Fromm. Just playing people, just play.
Oh,
Jake Fromm, first round XFL.
I didn't think that was a bad pick.
I did.
I did too.
I knew he was kidding.
Oh.
I did too.
I was
Well, you
surprised.
got-
Like, we're going to mess on there? I mean, okay.
Yeah, XFL first round pick.
He had
I have
a
the
bad
Patriots.
combine. From did.
Yeah,
He had a
he,
bad combine.
I have the Patriots
He's not
choosing
bad.
Epinesa at 23. Epinesa is iffy for me for the Falcons because he was the weakest defensive lineman there with 17 reps on bench. When you're 280 pounds,
Well,
you can't put up just 17 reps on bench.
I did that like in high school. I weighed 210.
17 times.
Yeah.
225.
And he ran a 5.1 on his 40.
Ooh.
And bottom 5
That's
vertical.
about what. That's
He
me.
was- he was one-
Matt McKinney.
Can I get in
He's
here?
Espinoza.
He was one of the least athletic linemen there, but he is fundamentally sound.
Yeah, he's got his footwork's good. His hands.
His moves are good, but
Yeah.
his physical attributes are just not there.
That's okay. And
Well, yeah, I know a lot of times in sports, somebody don't fit the profile and they just
they make the profile fit them. But
dominate.
well, he may fit in there though. I mean, you got some big time coaches there, and all the
He-
coaches.
That's why I like him at the Patriots because Bill Belichick will make him work out
I mean, Iowa might not have the
physically
best.
and just for scheme.
yeah, Bill Belichick doesn't deal with laziness though.
No.
24, the Saints, we kind of disagreed on this one. Coach E went with Justin Jefferson, wide receiver LSU.
To take all the pressure off because Michael Thomas caught 150 passes or something like that.
Yeah.
So they want somebody to take the pressure off him.
I think that Jonathan Taylor to the Saints, they need that Mark Ingram.
Well, they got Kamara, though, don't they?
Yeah, he kind of slowed down
Yeah,
this
but-
year.
Yeah.
But
he kind of lost his step.
when you really look at Kamara, he benefited from having the power back come right behind him.
Yeah.
He did.
And
He
I
was
think-
better, probably.
I think, and Breeze, everybody knows he's kind of in his, maybe last year. It's going to be like that
He
until
did.
he retires.
And that was when Breeze was at his best, when you had that 1-2 punch with the Kamara and Ingram.
I agree. Kamara probably did do better when Ingram was there.
And he could really feel that power back role.
Mm-hmm.
He can be a 3-down back also.
At 25, the Vikings strike gold with Javon Kinlaw falling this far to them at 25. What do y'all think about that? He may
don't know.
he may be just as good as Derek Brown. He is that good.
Oh, where did he play at?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. South
Golly,
Carolina.
I got to watch more football.
Well, speaking of South Carolina,
XFL's on right now.
speaking of South
I'm
Carolina,
tired of football.
Coach Muschamp, he's going to have to definitely change some things. They brought in new coordinators,
It's a
Yeah.
make or break year for him.
got a new strength coach.
But they did beat Georgia on a fluke.
They did. Georgia blew that game, though.
Yeah,
I'll
they
take
gave
up
it
the
up.
mic
You still
here.
got that bleep down.
Georgia didn't even.
Georgia
They
blew
couldn't
that
score over
game.
3 touchdowns a game.
Well,
Their
they had
offense
3
struggled.
interceptions.
Georgia
Their
killed
offense
himself.
struggled all year.
Yeah.
Georgia, but
That
so
was the first
but South
downfall-
Carolina,
downfall from.
Yeah.
he's on the hot seat this year. If he don't start winning at South Carolina,
I like him.
Georgia did not. South Carolina did not win the game. Georgia lost the game.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia had a lot of mistakes.
Georgia was still full of themselves from the year before, and I think nobody, not even me, thought what this offense was going to do this year happened.
yeah, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
You thought they'd at least be a little
Imagine
bit
being
better.
It's because y'all lost
Yeah.
Cheney.
Let's bleep that one too.
I still say that. I'm
I
serious.
need the bleeper button
Well,
up here.
Bobo is South Carolina. That's probably the problem.
Yeah.
I never liked Bobo. I didn't like him when he was at Georgia. I don't think he's a good play caller. I didn't like him as a player.
Bobo had good years at Georgia.
Yeah.
At
Maybe a year.
26, with the third pick of the first round, with their third pick of the first round, the Miami Dolphins choose Clavion Casion out of LSU.
That's the linebacker also. Very tough.
Yeah,
Case-
Cassian was.
It's
Yeah.
very hard to.
He's drawing comparisons to Vic Beasley, though.
He's-
Is that good or bad? Just because you're an athletic linebacker,
He's like
does that?
like a
He
clammy
looks like he
rusher
can run all over the place.
Yeah, he can run. And,
Cason or is it Casion?
Ca-
I don't know. It's hard to
But so
pronounce.
could Vic Beasley. But look at where Falcons fans are now.
Yeah, he was a big time pick that we all got excited about. And if you're a Falcons fan, you know how it feels to be heartbroken on picks.
Yeah, and
Well, man, Big Beasley's done
heartbroken.
well at times.
Or Falcons
He had one
fans.
season.
Every other year.
He had not
Hey.
every other year. Just
Yeah.
the Super Bowl year, he had 15 sacks, and every other year, did he even
And that
pass
was
5
the year
sacks?
that they had,
Kyle Shanahan.
yeah.
Well, that's why
had
they were
the other
good.
guy on the other end.
And he blew it.
He's
Give Super
good.
Bowl away.
Yeah, but he
did.
can get somebody there. He's good enough to
They
get.
should have run him and Matt
Shanahan.
off. They should have run them both all out of town that day
I need to
Bleep.
bleep noise.
on the shuttle bus.
At
Marta.
27, the Seattle
Marta.
Seahawks
Delpit.
get somebody to replace Cam Chancellor and Grant Delpit. If anybody can fix these missed tackles, it's Pete Carroll.
Yeah, and Seattle's still in a rebuild too.
Mm-hmm.
They're still rebuilding.
But they're
their
still
defense.
winning, which is the crazy part.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but for the Ravens to be as good as they were, and add a guy, Kenneth Murray, that's
And
That's
I know
pretty-
Seattle's got two good backs, pretty decent backs. I could see them taking maybe a running back here also.
Murray played in a system though where I don't know what I'm saying is I think he's going to be better than what you think. I think because he played in a bad system because Oklahoma's defense has never been prominent.
No, they're not great.
I think he's going to be better than what
He's
we
almost
think.
as good as Patrick Queen. Almost.
And Baltimore's in that defense rebuild year also.
When you play in a bad system, I mean you can be a good player and play in a bad system as well as you can be an average player that plays in a great system and shine. So I think it's going to benefit him to probably be there at Baltimore.
Yeah, that's a good place to play.
It's a defensive oriented kind of team. So that's what I'm saying.
At 29, the Tennessee Titans just feel what the best player at their biggest need, which is edge rusher, in Terrell Lewis out of
Wow.
Alabama. He might get you 10 sacks, but expect 6 to 10 sacks, and just you kind of use him however you need him on the front 7.
He's dealt with a lot of injury
Tennessee,
too.
they had a pretty good defense this year. So adding depth, to that
And if
defense.
Tom Brady's supposed to be playing there next year
Tom
also.
Brady's not coming to Tennessee.
I don't think he is.
He's already there. I just got a memo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you call it?
The
He called
Tennessee
you.
Titans, what they really could do is improve their secondary, but there's not really a true secondary player.
I wish
that
Tom
can help
Brady
them.
would stop holding all the quarterbacks hostage because it affects this.
Oh, you can imagine how they feel.
It affects this.
Imagine how Jacoby.
Cam Newton's life is affected by poor Tom Brady. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he's holding the whole league hostage because he's Tom Brady.
And the thing
Yeah.
is, he's in his mediocre phase of his career. Also.
He's at the end of his career. He's not going to win no more Super Bowls. Guys, stop saying I don't
I
care if he
wouldn't go that
plays.
far.
He,
I will
afraid
never
to.
go against Brady until the day he retires.
He might win one after that.
I know, but what's going to happen? I mean, you put him with a team that plays defense, he probably could win. But if
The
you put him,
49ers.
if you put him on an average team, he's just another
It's
old
going to
Joe
have to be a quick
Schmo.
offense too. Brady plays in a quick offense.
He would play.
49ers.
He would play good at San Francisco.
He's not going to. He is not going to.
49ers or the Cowboys.
because they're going to have DeAndre Swift
Neither one
running
of them.
back. So Tom Brady's going to be handing off to Swift
Or Elliott in
and
Dallas.
dumping it off to Big Debo and throwing to Sanders and Kettle out there tied in.
Next is Green Bay.
Choosing Denzel Mims out of Baylor. He really showed out at the combine.
Green Bay for the next 3 years need to draft a wide receiver in the first round every year. for the
I
next 3
did
years.
see that they are targeting Odell in some sort of trade.
They have let Aaron Rodgers down with their receiving core.
If they could get rid of this pick and next year's pick to pick up Odell, maybe that would work
They
out for
needed
him.
Jordy Nelson back. Of course, he's retired.
That was one of the
5 years ago.
receivers I didn't know if he was that good. Aaron
He was a
Rodgers
good player, wasn't he?
He was okay, but I think Aaron Rodgers made him look better than he was.
That's what good quarterbacks do. That's the way Brady's done.
It's hard to find them quarterbacks.
He's
not many
been
of
a better than average quarterback on a great coached and great defensive team. Brady has.
Yeah.
I mean, when you only have to score 3 times, I mean, A.J. McCarron, Bama, look all the titles they won. Because they only give up 6 touchdowns a night. Heck,
Yeah.
McCarron didn't have to score but 20.
Right.
You know? Makes his job easier.
These last 2 picks, their best player available, and because they were the Super Bowl teams, there's a reason they're in the Super Bowl. They can just choose the best player available here, and I have DeAndre Swift going to the 49ers.
I think they're going to take a cornerback. Their secondary, especially a cornerback, has let them down in the Super Bowl.
I agree. That's a good idea because I mean, they've got Mozart.
And I think
Strike up
Gladney
the band.
They had to
Gladney-
cover Hussein Bolt, though, on both sides of the field.
I think Gladney from TCU.
Look, he didn't even respond.
I think Gladney from TCU.
He just turned around.
It's probably a good pick for them. When you're picking 31, 32, maybe in 30, you're picking the best second round pick.
Yeah, probably.
Gladney was good at TCU.
He had a pretty good combine. He almost cracked the 4.3 range.
TCU's always had a decent defense.
Horned Frogs.
I think they got a good football program.
Yeah.
Kansas City's they're picking the
Whoever.
best player left in the first.
And who would that be?
I have it as Jeff Gladney, but
Who you got it at?
I didn't pick this one. I just
From?
whoever the
No.
best
They
player,
do need a backup.
Yeah, From's not.
whoever the best player available
XFL
is.
is where From's going to be.
You heard it here first, guys. Breaking
And
news.
quickly, speaking
Oh.
of XFL, our boy Cardell's going downhill.
They hadn't played good.
He had a
No.
bad game.
No,
two
he's
bad
stoked.
He had a bad game.
He had two bad
His quarterback rating 60 something.
Well, they're
What
starting.
about Jordan Tomo? Is that who?
He's the second rated, and
The Hawaii
PJ
guy.
Walker's first.
Yeah, PJ Walker, he is.
Yeah,
Man, he
yeah,
is
he's
something
showing
else.
out.
Done
What
well.
is it? What do y'all think it is about Hawaiian?
Quarterbacks. I think they all play that same high school out there. I'm
Is
serious.
it the same high school?
It's a coach.
Who was it a couple
Their
years ago?
quarterback
from
coach out
Hawaii?
there.
It's whoever their high school coach is.
Then,
TMU, and then, of course, too.
the one that
There's
was it
one.
Coach Brandon.
No, we're talking about they played. No, he played at Hawaii.
Yeah.
But these guys play at a high school.
Yeah,
in Hawaii.
like they're geographically that's their
Well, they
their
got a big
hometown.
recruit now. They got a big recruit.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
They roll out
Maui,
some
Oahu. Everybody wants to go on it, though.
Yeah.
There's nobody to recruit there. Well, can I go back? But, yes, I think it's the high school coach.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it. It's how they brought up in that environment, how they play, and it's their home house. Because you can tell we're kind of Bama fans here, most of us that.
Not here.
But you can see how Tua's dad.
Clemson fan.
And boy, you've seen it too. You've seen how Tua and his dad interact with each
Oh,
other,
yeah.
and how there's a real respect thing there. So I think that might have a lot
Rutgers.
to do with it too. It's
That's
real.
you.
No, Rutgers. I think Rutgers.
You know, there may be a little bit of a genetic factor there too.
Could be.
Could be.
One thing, something about hand-eye coordination.
No,
being
it's
able to
absolute.
throw
A spear
a
through a
seashell or
throw a spear through a wild pig on the island. Yeah,
you know.
yeah. The Battlehawks, they had a good game this weekend.
My current favorite team.
Yeah, I like them. Who's the quarterback that went to Denver? They traded one out.
I don't know.
Walker, PJ Walker, and Tamu
Tomo, I think.
Tamu are the top 2 quarterbacks in the league. Jones has dropped to 6.
PJ Walker, he is.
Well, they say that Tomo's got the NFL already. So
Do you
he's
think
already-
PJ Walker gets a tryout this offseason?
What about Flowers? Quentin Flowers.
Nah, I didn't hear none of that.
Sean Oakman
He
gets
walked
a
off,
second
didn't he?
chance at the
I
NFL.
think so.
Quentin Flowers walked off, didn't he?
I don't know.
That's going to be the problem with the XFL, I think. Like all the good players are going to be, drafted into the NFL.
I don't think
Be
it.
stolen from the.
Well, we're
It
already
may-
hearing a lot less about it.
it may
I had
very
to
well
look that
kill
stuff up.
college
Wasn't easy
football,
to
too.
find.
Well, the ratings are still. I think
It
they're
might
still
kill.
in the million.
It
aren't
might
they?
kill college
They're over a
football
million.
because
No, it will never kill college football. Not in the South. Not in the
No.
SEC nation.
That's why, because this is our pro game. Up north where you got the Giants and New England and the
Right.
Bengals all over, draped all over the place with their
We don't have no pro teams.
And they
They're
have
coming out of
hockey.
high school and making
No,
money.
you know what I
instead of going to
mean.
college.
We got
it-
Atlanta.
It could be attractive, but when you have up north,
kind of
I mean, even at Boston,
Right.
basketball
Yeah,
or the Brooklyn. I mean, you have the Bruins. They have hockey. They have so much going on. But here,
Yeah.
Bama, Georgia, LSU, Florida.
It'd be different if we had pro teams in Birmingham, Chattanooga, Knoxville. And
Wouldn't you the quarterback for arena Birmingham team?
Birmingham Fire, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have a.
Back in 1994.
Quarterback right here.
I was former quarterback.
It's worked out better now because
I'm not the quarterback, former quarterback.
it's worked out better because media attention, XFL's better. McMahon decided to stop following the cheerleaders around with a camera and really do the game and get some decent players. Cameron Payne's had a great season.
Yeah, he's fourth in the league in rushing.
With all the
100 yards a
Asheville
game.
stuff going on, what do you think about they're calling plays on live TV? I think there's a delay there.
I think it's funny.
What are you talking about?
They got the camera on the coach calling the plays through the headset.
Yeah.
The XFL does?
Yeah. Diamond
And
Dean
you can
40
hear it.
left.
Yeah.
Huh?
Diamond Dean 40 left pass.
Oh.
I mean, they're calling the plays.
Wow.
It's good. It's not never going to take over for the NFL.
Oh, no.
No, but their streams are steady, and for people that like football, it gives us some time to fill while we're getting ready for the Braves, or while we're getting
But-
ready for NASCAR, or while we're preparing for the NCAA tournaments. It's
People don't
something-
like football February, March, April, and May.
It's
They
not,
don't.
It's not a huge market. It's not.
They're not, their body's not, they're not attuned to it. They're not.
In the last
It's like fall
probably
baseball.
couple
People
of
hate
years, a
fall
lot of people's
baseball.
picking up on this off-season stuff. To me, the off-season is more exciting than
It is very
You know,
exciting.
especially right now, you got free agency, you got the draft.
Tom Brady goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all we talked about. I'm so tired of talking about it. Really.
Where's Matt
What about
Ryan
Dak
going?
Prescott?
33 million. He's asking for 38, which is way too much. They're supposed to settle for 35 and do a 100 up front. That's what I heard today.
I think he's going to get
When
the
does
tag.
free agency actually start?
10, 12
10
days.
minutes ago.
I think 12 days.
Oh, I thought you said 12 minutes.
I think it's the 18th or so. It's right around NCAA bracket
Yeah,
time.
it is 18th.
I read a thing today where
I think.
I think he's going to end up with the tag. They're really trying. Cooper's really wanting to stay with Dallas. He's wanting to finish his career there.
Got to build a team. You know, you paid Zeke your money. You need to keep Cooper. Yes, Dak's the nice guy, and that's probably why he's not going to get no 38 million, because he is a nice guy. When you're go out there and act a fool, like Zeke, you get your money.
Well, and I'm not putting Dak on Brady level either.
No.
But Brady always took a team-friendly cut. See what it's got him.
Michael Jordan did it his whole career.
Wouldn't it be something if the Cowboys won 6 more Super Bowls?
With Dak Prescott.
I don't think they're going to be positive any kind of means. Maybe to win what the NFC, they're in the East in the NFC. They may be contingents to win
I
that.
don't know. Are they south or east?
But I don't think they're
To the
ever going to be
East, New York
contingents
Giants,
to win the Super Bowl as long as Jerry Jones is the owner.
As long as he's the GM.
I don't like it.
Owner, GM,
Well,
president.
Jerry's handed
whole-
a lot of his stuff over now.
He's the whole front office.
His sons. I think he's pulling a lot of strings. I think he's pulling a lot of the draft picks now. As you can tell, the last couple of years, the draft picks have definitely improved.
Tony Romo, to be paid more than Dak does as quarterback is just crazy. And
to be
two,
an announcer.
Somebody signed a contract.
that's amazing. Troy Aikman needs to be the GM, be the face of the Cowboys.
And he's hinted at that before.
He should be. There's no
Yeah,
reason
he's
not
hinted
to.
at that.
Jerry Jones needs to do what he's supposed to do.
Sign the checks and shut up.
I mean, you can have some talk, but when the cameras run directly to him after a game, the players don't even get any talk time. They set the lights up. Boom. Hey, Jerry, what's going on? Well, I think we didn't play real good tonight. We got to work on our receivers. What do you know? I mean, he fooled around with football at Oklahoma when he was younger and stuff. He struck some money on an oil deal and bought the Cowboys for a steal. You know, saved a
He's
bunch
nearly
of.
improved their worth by $10 million.
Well, yeah, because he
10
had
times what they were.
Yeah, because of Johnson, the quarterback, one of the greatest ever, and Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith, and the greatest offensive line, and Larry Johnson. They had the greatest teams. It's because he had a good coach.
Yep.
Jimmy Johnson.
That was one of the best
Yeah,
coaches he
Jimmy
had.
Johnson.
I'm still not big on the coach they got now.
He's all
McCarthy.
right.
Better than what they have.
Yeah, McCarthy's better than Garrett.
Yeah. He just, I don't.
I
He
know
won a
either.
Super Bowl. What don't
I
y'all
know.
like about him?
But when
Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl.
yeah,
He's still that old school coach.
he may be the only one left out there like him. There's Super Bowls. Dallas is not going to be favored to win a Super Bowl. I know Skip Bayless thinks that they are. They're
always
not.
be favored to win Super Bowl, at least during the preseason.
They're America's team.
What about the year they chose Zeke?
Yeah, I mean, that's.
Next year, you're going to be looking at kind of like how college is. Ravens are going to be back around. The Titans are going to be hanging around there somewhere. New England's not going to be whatever because they're not going to draft any players. We just went through a list of these draft picks, and I didn't see New England picking up any defensive players. They hadn't drafted a first-round wide receiver in 20 years.
They chose
When's the
AJ.
last time they've had a high first round? They've been picking at the bottom of the first round for
Oh,
what, 15 years?
20 years.
Player-
I don't think they've had a
15,
top
yeah.
15 selection in how long? Last time the Patriots had a top 15 selection.
15 years.
I mean,
They
they've
ain't had a
been picking.
top
They've been picking the best
2005.
second round pick for
Since Jim Brown was playing, huh?
So it's kind of going to be the same
They
team.
did choose Drew Bledsoe first overall in like 1993.
That's
And they-
81.
They should have just kept Jimmy to play behind Tom. Should have just kept him there.
We know. I mean, we all seen what happened on that one.
Robert Kraft intervened, which he will not do a second time,
Well,
or
I
else he'll
mean,
lose Bill Belichick.
when his
Bill Belichick to the Browns.
Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
no, when his
Bill Belichick
Tom
and the
Brady's
Browns.
apartment is clean or his
UPS.
his
maybe,
private personal space where his kids and wife go to watch the game, and when it is deep cleaned, I mean, they cleaned his place out. He's living in a house in Connecticut. He's not coming back. I don't. You want to think that he's coming back to England? Either having a deep clean box clean out don't mean he's not coming back, but it sounds like it sounds like his feelings got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like you and your best friend, like you went to school with, and he does something dumb, like you catch him in the car kissing your girlfriend. Man, you're upset.
I think that we're going to hear something soon on
Yeah,
the
we're
Brady
not gonna be
situation.
buddies
I read a thing yesterday where Belichick and Brady have had communications.
And I heard that didn't go
And it
well.
wasn't good. It wasn't good communication.
And Brady don't even live in New England anymore. He moved
No.
to Connecticut.
Yes.
I don't think
That's a
He's
joke,
out.
guys.
I mean, he's out. He's over sipping wine with somewhere. They got a house in California.
Oh,
I
Cali.
just can't see.
Going back to
I
Cali.
can't see Robert Kraft letting Brady go.
I don't either. That's the only thing that holds me for Brady to hang on. It's Kraft.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Guys, we had a great show tonight. We went through NBA news, Coach Duncan out there, and we didn't talk about Trae Young. What do y'all think about Trae Young running the nutmeg?
I think it's fine.
the nutmeg.
I think the name's kind of.
I don't get it. I don't know what his nutmeg
Well, I
has to
know
do
what.
with
I get it, but
dribbling the ball between their legs and then running around and grabbing
it's
it.
because it's going
Laying
between
up.
their legs.
Yeah, I guess.
But
Trevor, what's his
Leave it
name? Art,
I mean, I'm assuming. But yeah, if he can do it, what's wrong
he
with it?
laid him out. When he went between his legs, dude, he forearmed him in the chest. He was
But
like,
if
"No,
you can
not
dribble
on
the
me."
ball between somebody's legs,
It's just
dribble it.
I'm just telling you what the older players, like I've seen on some interviews, it's a disrespect thing. Like in the 70s, it was disrespectful to dunk. You didn't dunk on people. It's disrespectful. That's why Michael Jordan,
Jordan.
the same
I like
thing.
that.
Michael
Yeah.
Jordan. That's a Cherokee County word.
Yeah.
That's why he took off in such aspects that he did because Michael.
He was not afraid to dunk on anybody.
Yeah, he was changing. That the times were changing. He come in at that time in the early '80s. So, is there a problem with Trae Young running the nutmeg on
No,
people,
I
bouncing
wouldn't
their
think
legs
so.
and running around grabbing it? Hey, if you don't like it, him doing it,
Stop it.
put your legs together. Because I used to do it down here. I mean, people try to do you that way when you're young. You just put your legs together and stop it. I don't see the big deal.
You got a pretty wide spread to throw a ball
Yeah.
between
These
your
aren't
legs.
kids he's playing with either.
No, they're professionals.
And these
So
guys
you're
are
pathetic
demand
if you let it
respect.
happen.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
guys are going to want respect.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's disrespectful to get by them with a move. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry.
we went through that stuff. We've been through our NFL mock draft, talked about Bama, Auburn, new coaches. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up this season. Not a lot of exciting things going on right now, so we're digging and
Braves
working.
baseball's coming up.
Yeah.
Getting harder and harder every day.
We're going to stay on top of everything. The guys are sharing news all the time. What do you think about NASCAR? Mike's a NASCAR fan. Do y'all want to hear some NASCAR news? We'll drag it in over here, and he can do a spiel on who he likes or whatever is coming. I mean, they've got, what, 2 or 3 races in already?
Yeah, they're 3 races. I think they're in the 4th race this week.
So it's coming. What do y'all think? Give us some comments, feedback on that.
Watch out for Ryan Blaney.
Okay, there you go. Thank y'all for spending the
You
evening
mean
with
Dave
us.
Blaney?
No.
Big
He's
Matt, Diamond Ding, Dino Mike, Mr. E, we are out of here. Y'all guys have a great evening. God bless you. And see y'all live show during the week sometime.
Have a good weekend.